I'll stay at 1. You cooked her and then proceeded to like respect it once I gave you the context. But to be fair, you're like inordained because most people who bitch about it are usually just allergies complaining. No. Yeah, I know you're confused.
They take us for fools. The artifact you brought back from the pyramid began emitting a signal, one that reaches deep into the Black Garden. Once again, we are beckoned into their trap. They expect us to follow the signal, to discover where it leads. Fine. We will play their games, but this time with
I can watch
caution,
too.
not curiosity.
No, it's fine. That's fine. And that did we align? Are we? It's fine. I'm already at 2. It doesn't matter. Deck sacrificed.
Guardian down.
I love you, Super. Hmm? What's going on? I said I would take 2. Do you? Then you put your friend on 1, so I said I'll take 2 instead. It's fine. And then you said I'll take 3 if no one else is taking it. Where do you want me, Veer? Oh, but wait, okay, no, hold on. You said any ones with barriers, but I was on 2. There's a barrier on 2. There's a barrier on 2, and then there's a barrier on 4. I wasn't challenging you. I was just asking where you wanted me to go for clarity. You're panicking. I was on 2. That's what I. Didn't you say you were? Didn't you say you were taking 3 though? Because there was no one on. We're chilling. We're chilling. Just place rallying in London. Irrelevant. Everyone is line up. Everyone line up. Everyone line up. Everyone line up on 1. Everyone line up on 1. Hurry up. You. What are you? Wait, you were. Dog, what? You were standing in the line though. Why didn't you move closer? And okay, all right, that's fine. Hold on.
Guardian down.
Align. Stay. Thank you, babe. Left spawns on 3. Angelic 2. Down. Down. Your friend was at 1, and then she went. No, your friend was at 1, and then Kina went back to. No, I know, but Kina had the area denial GL. She was going to enlighten her. That's why she went over to 1. She had just enlightened me at 2. I called Angelic. I killed Angelic, and then I said as responding. Let's just stay still and lock in. Align. Everyone align on 1, please. Oh, come on, man. I mean, either way, babe, I know you can lock in on. I know you're capable of locking in an angelic in seconds. We have technology. We're not cavemen. Stairs and fate's intertwined emblem. I lost it because I had to double back to help, but it's fine. I took care of it because I have Stace. I'm on Revenant for that reason, specifically. It's like left is contained right now. It's not an issue. Apparently they started learning how to walk behind. Okay, well. Thanks, Fred. You want some energy. That's what you're here for. I mean, it could be worse. It could be RTA splits and someone's not willing to run the Xenophage or some nonsense. Like it's the olden days because they're cooked. You're fine. Take your time. Everyone, when we get to final area to make final enlighten, please make sure you have a solar-based subclass equipped. Not a solar super on prismatic, but an actual solar subclass in the name of Gunslinger, Dawnblade, or Sunbreaker. Let's reject that call, please. Why is Angelic from 1 on 2? Hello? What's no? I just got two. I got one from three and then one from one. What's the plan here? Two more. Thanks, man. APB to everyone. Make sure you have a solar subclass equipped from this point forward. Not a solar super on prismatic, but a solar subclass equipped. Say again, because I don't want anyone to pitch or complain about it. Make sure you have a solar subclass equipped. Not a solar super on prismatic, but an actual solar subclass. I did. It was peak. Wishing? Victoria, bitch, you're better than me. There's no way in hell I would do div Sherpas for this bitch. Fuck no. You'd have to actually pay my ass. I won't hold you. You'd have to pay me. Hold Veer, did you get those comms? The fuck? Did you get the triumph? Okay. For third and fourth, make sure you have a void subclass equipped. Again, not void on prismatic, as in a void super, but a void subclass. Whatever you would use Inspire of the Watcher, you can use it here. What? No, no, no. Oh, hey, it's Night Stalker, the subclass where everything involves invisibility for some oddity, even though there's 7 different ways you can activate invisibility. It's crazy. Ah, yeah, yeah. You pick them up, so okay. So if you to do moats, so I'm first. So like if you watch me nameless, you'll see it. But you basically just run around the arena. As you're running around the arena, you grab the moats that come from the Minotaurs, find the relay that is active, then from there deposit, protect the relay. The next person finds it. By the time they get 10, and you swap off with them. By the time the last person deposits, you set damage. The only way it goes faster is if you're doing 5-5-5 split, and even then, that's just like additional spawns, which is it's a casual run, so there's no point. That's where is the one with explosive? There it is. And then 1 second. No. Oh. Doing running with a trace. Hmm? I'm doing running with a trace because I'm using the good shot rotation on Night Stalker. Yeah. Baby girl, why would I give you shit about your shit? Yeah, we just locked it in. It was pretty fun. You can't do it with anyone that's pseudo serious or impatient, though. It'll kill you. Show am I the fastest draw in the soul system? Two of 6 are tethered. Nope. Holdover from when they changed the animation data, the data Lua script for the Spire fix. First Minotaur. Does anyone see second? I imagine it's on the corner. I see it. Why are they shadow keep arrow modes that fall through the floor? No amplified. No sword, it's chopped. That looks dangerously like something tethering. There's no way in hell, dog. Come on, man. Come on, man. No, there's zero chance. There's zero chance. We're fucking okay, yeah. No, no, no. It's because I can't run because I had no sword on to conserve ammo. I'm just gonna someone gin at least 2 ammo bricks for me, and then from there I'll spec my weapon stat to pick them up on the way. The lack of sword is shards. Too heavy. Thank you. Babe, if you make any more ammo gen, can you put it on that same lane too, since that's the relay? Because I'll be able to pick it up on the way. Wait, there's only 4? Okay, never mind. I see it. What's wrong, man? Babe, this is so cooked. I'm having to use Wither Horde for this shit. I don't know how the commoners like slot this shit daily. 5 seconds on Enlighten. Hey, look, it's the one branch of Vex that are disbanded by everyone because they fucking suck. Thank you for the heavy, babe. Next Minotaur is on corner.
Guardian down.
It's damage.
Guardian down.
Yeah, unfortunately. Dog, I'm trying to understand the vision for this raid, man. Like, so many people love this raid, specifically this boss, and I don't see the vision. I'm sorry. Like, every every boss, every farmer that I've ever encountered, babe, you and me are the GIF. Or where is it, though? Oh, I'm on the send me messages. Hold on. Babe, did you see the sticker that I sent you with a rotation? I'm the rotation on the left. You're the hold LTRT on the right. Like imagine the left, right? But it's the Witherhoard trace rifle bow slop, and then there's just you with the fucking micro, and it's like, dog, I don't know what to tell you, man. It's tough. It's chopped. Honestly, a little bit. I won't lie to you. Like these, believe it or not, these legacy raids are actually the only place where stupid shit persistently happens to me. Did a DSC once where like I was ready to thunder crash. Someone threw a Nova bomb. I swapped mid thunder crash to like activate Curious. Someone, whatever the like collision of the Nova bomb was, I exit menu and I'm fucking crashing the Nova bomb. And I was like, that's kind of the opposite of what I needed to do. And it,
Guardian down.
Sabathin, did you? It's chill. It'll just be impartial, so you'll have to grab often. Why did you grabbed a? I hate Shadowkeep modes with everything in my fucking heart. Which relay lane is it? Mm. That's not how that works. You're overcompensating because you're panicking. It's not that deep. It was fine. The only reason that we fucked it up is because Savage grabbed two of mine, so I had to wait for the Minotaur because it spawned like that's the only reason. Oh no. Which relay? Which? Please don't be one. There's zero fucking chance we were that slow. It's because they're all working on event logic, and this raid was released when it used to use scripting logic. So certain things did independent things, but me too.
Guardian down.
5 seconds on Enlighten. Enlighten is cleared, closing in. Weaken. Thanks for that, you Ben.
Guardian down.
Wait, Victoria, did you pick up twice? Did third motes grab? We'll take overflow created. Why are we here for damage if there was only 2? I asked if third had picked up because there wasn't another deposit here. That's why I said them. It's a wipe. It's a wipe. Veer, if you did 10 and I did 10 and there's supposed to be 3 people and you splintered it for team 4 and we said no, it's not overcharged. If
Guardian down.
Legacy raid pain. Babe, Minotaur on me. Thank you. She's picking up, it's fine. She doesn't have to mark it, she'll make more. God, I hate these Shadowkeep era modes with everything in my heart. Where is the light? It's 1. How the fuck are there 7 of them already at the dog? I'm not gonna... What? Like, what is going on? Okay, man. Yes, yeah. God damn. Oh my god. I'm teleporting back to year 3 and all the year 3 issues are like popping back up in my head. Damn. I run over it 4 times before it picks up. Damn. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. And that person cycles off, then you make 1. But we're all grabbing raw while we have enlightened. Because even for challenge, the way you do it, you split 2 over. That way there's already 1 on the other side for RTA. Honestly, just keep 10. I'm just on the way to the conflicts. No, I'm already enlightened. You grab and then cycle.
Guardian down.
Yes. It's fine. Just come deposit. Just come deposit. Veer, stop making call us. Here, come here. Hurry up. They're gonna get pulled into the vortex. Once you get here, let me know. Okay, you're already here. Here, stay there. There's gonna be 2 on your left, and there's gonna be 1 coming out of portal on right. I'm grabbing. I'm on the way. I have 5. Okay. Here, come on. You grab 10. I'll go back and cycle off for Riven. Riven, you can just search for. Riven, you're good. There's 10 deposited. Once you come with your 10, then from there we can duo. I'll leave and my timer gets to half, and then you'll stay. And I'll come back for 5 and then this damage. Okay, I'm at half. You should have 3 coming on your left. Where, babe? By... It's fine. Riven, just go deposit your motes. Here, I'll take that out for you. Once you get those 10, go deposit with Veer, and then you should be set. I've lost Enlighten.
Guardian down.
It's fine. It's damage. On Nameless. Babe, I didn't get to grab. It's chopped. I saw you make it too, but I missed it. It's fine. It's fine. I mean, babe, fucked up times, you know what I could do? I could, get hit it with that corrective measure. A little bit of auto-loading link action. Did that count? Okay, then. This is why no one fucking loves the Soul Divisive. Okay.
Guardian down.
Excuse me? No, that doesn't happen unless you reach 60? What? Hold on. No. What? Like, are there actually high key enlightened mads right now? Dog, I literally cannot. That's cooked, man. That's cooked. Honestly, okay, we're gonna have to do it. Like, for real. If we wipe for some dumbass reason here, let me run this shit back on neutral subclass, and then I'll swap to void after. God damn, that's against my morals. Oh, this shit is ass. 5. Okay, no, Riven is good for pass off. You can go.
Guardian down.
Atrax, Veer. You left one. I have a res. It's fine. Veer, just grab the mode. It's fine. What the fuck? I just rubber banded my finisher because of... Yeah. Bitch, if you self-deprecate yourself again, I swear to God. Show me your supplication and kill this Minotaur. You don't get the special version of that, though. Because she's not you. Victoria, I'm gonna drain your pool. You're gonna drown. You're gonna drown by asphyxiating. Yes. That's what I just told you, Veer. Wait, what? Veer, why would you have to leave? Isn't Riven in the middle? Do you have the moats? Yeah, you're chilling. Damage. Yeah. What'd I do? What I Dog, I'm telling you, it's ass. Why do you worry about ammo swaps? Just run it for damage. No. No. Everyone make sure you're on a void subclass. Veer, can you check your triumph? Did you get it? Dubbington. I can take this shit off. Oh my god. Oh. Because you see how much speed it gives you, and it'd be like, damn, you know? I miss year 3. I don't miss moving like it's year 3. Alethanum times.
Guardian down.
Do you only have one gizmo left? Put the vault in the back. Where's my glove? She died? How'd you die? Who killed you?
Guardian down.
I think the most painful shit I've ever seen in terms of movement tech, babe, is this one YouTuber who a friend suggested to me because they were neurodivergent. And it was this person who was like soloing skips until I get a girlfriend. And they did GoS skip for 130 days and then swapped it up for duality and then swapped that up for DSC. And it, like, I just, some of the players in this player base. I don't know. I don't know. It's chopped. It's so chopped. Fork found in kitchen. Floridian? It's probably for. We already popped these experts, baby. We're good.
Guardian down.
No, babe, soft. What? I mean, yeah. Yeah, yeah, if you want to. It's fun. Babe, high key, when, what is it, Raspberry this morning was doing Epic, she said her group fell apart because they got to Epic Opties and, like, no one could lock in. Offered to come through. I said I could solo a side, got kicked the moment I said I could solo the side, and then the group disbanded after they kicked me. And like I don't know.
Guardian down.
Yeah,
Guardian down.
yeah. It's a void, unfortunately. Div? Are we limiting? What the fuck? At that point, let me just throw on grapple melee. Then I'll knock his ass out. Like what? What? What the fuck are we saying? Yo, you got that div? What? What? uh. Fuck. That's special. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I think the worst thing I've seen here is Outbreak and Peacekeeper. So I don't know. You know, it could be worse. I guess you could be in dark times, not desolate times. I love you, but I can see you looking over a Roker stream to see if I'm gonna look at you to make sure I'm not bullshitting you. But I appreciate the verification. um, you're cooked. You're cooked. Um, you said it's a powerful loadout. Okay, hold on. I mean, okay, you said it's a powerful loadout. But see, Sanctify Mind though, this is year three technology. Wait, hold on. But Sanctified takes split damage though, so then kinetic would work because it's big. Are you still just using microcosm? I mean, honestly, yeah, it's probably more consistent. Honestly, I'm at you on that. Yeah, hold on. You have super, and then you cast your super, preferably a one off, and then you put the 3 times kinetic surges in the legs, and then you aim and RT or R2. Yeah, that's basically the vision. Toss a tether in there somewhere. Put something on for survivability when you're running. Maybe a rocket pulse if you're not confident in the concept. And yeah, yeah. See, you say like Thunderlord, but don't give people the. Well, no, you don't know about that. Yeah, never mind. Never mind. It's chill. It's chill. Honestly, King Keen, I think you and Roker, by extension, are the only people who actually know about the hidden me pop these tech I found. I don't think any other person actually knows. Maybe Brig because he came into that one session, but like love Brig to death. That's my Titan. That's my goat. But like I'm pretty sure he has bad hearing sometimes, so I don't think it really got to him. So it's chill. It's chill. I can continue the gaslight girl keep gatekeep girl boss thing and like in peace. Honestly, yeah. I mean, Gate Boss, Gate Lord, Zydron. Yeah, it's yeah, even work, even work. You said what, Fear? I can do first. Oh, hold on. Let's try it out. Do you usually not? Yeah, because then you come out with 10 and then you. Okay, so no. All right, hold on. Let me. I don't want a Verity moment where people explode. So you have No. Hold on. You take a soul, a single guardian, one ghost on both sides, and then you send them through the depths into the corrupted radial area. You collect your 10. You either golden gun shoot yourself out, or you signal pull my side. You pull, deposit. The next two, flock it in. You do that exact same shit 3 times, damage. With a dash of kill a Cyclops here and there. That's about it. Pulling 15, so 8-7? I have never done it that way. I won't hold you though. Baby girl, I have never had any LSG use that method ever. This is the very first time I've been exposed. I will not hold you. To be to be fair though, 99% of the runs I've done are with people who are either GoS adepts, have GoS ascended in low man, and or farmers that are banned from Coil FG. So RTA strats may very much differ from standard strats. So that could be me. I don't want to cause distortion on something as simple as fucking sanctified. So whatever people want to do is what I'm gonna do. Yeah, just tell me what to do. No. It's a figure of speech. I heard King King just explain to me how it works. Oh my god. Fuck. No, fuck. No, I'm laughing and choking on popcorn at the same. Holy Kubrick. Like, okay. I'm fine. I'm fine. That's my fault. I should have took that set off. Yeah. Yeah, we're chilling. King, you know what makes me sad? That we can't have clan alliances. Look. What? No way we've been in the instance too long. Hold on, let me check the raid hub. We've been in session for 1 hour and 9 minutes. Alright, babe, so I'm just gonna follow you and left them. Or... Literally every RTA farmer I've ever done it with always start, yeah, you're cooked. You're cooked. I won't hold you. Honestly, maybe. Yeah, because like even the method that you all said is the common LFG. What the holy pull? What? Why did you pull? We hadn't grabbed everything. Veer, why did you pull? Who pulled? Inconsequential, just keep going. Babe, just head back in when you can. No way Axiom Bolt broke the fucking dog, no. No, there's... We fuck with year 3. No, she did, but I got 10. She didn't get any. That's why I was saying she can go back in and grab the other. It's fine though to split and then come out. Babe, let me know when you're ready. Enlighten is fading. I've lost Enlighten. Babe, since you already grabbed, I'm just gonna solo go back in for the last set. Surely, no. Surely someone on Dark is locked. No, please. No, please. Trust. Trust. Please. No. Oh my god. Oh no. Okay. All right, babe, I'm going to make an executive decision to make you my co-head runner. So I'm going to hop in right. You're going to hop in left. We're both going to enlighten, come out. Victoria, Frosty, Veer. After we leave, Veer, you take left second. Frosty, you take right second. We're going to double this bitch up. I promise you this goes so quick. I promise you this shit goes quick. Oh my goodness. You don't use anything that has... Do not use slot brain ad clear. Do not use slot brain ad clear. No turrets, no spam, no Hellion, no Eunoia, no Arc Soul. Put the getaway artist away. Don't put it in the bag. Take the controverse off. No chunking. Don't do anything. If destabilizing round is activating an actual eye on the boss to pull us, it's cooked. That's just aim. That's cooked. That's cooked at that point. I'll be real. Okay, babe headed. Did you say bad juju? What? The Catholic technology? Damn. It's cooked. It's chopped. Okay, you can pull right. Or dark. Okay, Victoria. When it pops back up, you're heading in. Okay, Veer. When it pops back up, you're heading in. And now, babe, we stay outside, defend, ignore the... This is not year 3. The radial area is not going to kill us. take out Cyclopses, and then we just chill outside on both sides. I have never done it the way you all were doing. I will not hold you. Whoever designed that method is purposefully trying to give you all break cancer. I'm going to be so real. I'm going to be so real. Like, the depths, no. Content, yes. We're thinking like it's year 3. Yeah. All right, babe, they come out, deposit, we head back in, and then by the time we grab everything on the way back in, when we come out, it's damage. See? Easy work. Easy work. I have no idea what the hell. Honestly, no. What you all described on that first method, that's basically just double up instead of fast pass. Like, that's basically just GoS double up instead of fast pass, and like that, no. That's not tech. You can pull right. Okay, Dark is about to be active. Dark is active. Left will be active. It's, what is this? This is seed 2, so it's probably going to be a Dark tether. Actually, wait, no, hold on. How many Cyclopses came out? It's going to be a light one. Yeah, it's going to be light. Are we in position to tether? For extension. What the fuck? Babe, no. Oh my god. No one else shot any of the ads. She can't shoot because she's tethered. Please, I beg, I beg, I beg, I beg, I beg, I beg. Just stand in spot. Just stand in spot. Trust, 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 trust. Surely we don't wipe on tethering to start the damage. Okay, hold on. Now prep Dark tether for extension. Damage. Why is light tether active? We only... Okay. Okay. Who... Because it's glitched and it'll give you a 20-second damage fade. That's my fault then. My fault. My fault. I didn't know we were gonna have that problem. He's okay. He's okay. Surely we escape year 3 eventually. Well, no, I mean, in farms, like, unless you have multiple people, like, splintered for damage or someone's limiting them, you usually double tether because you get the phase immediately. This harpy just despawned right in front of me? What the fuck? What is going on in this raid? Like, how are people obsessed with this raid? I'm so confused. I don't see the vision. I really don't. Pull Dark. This was good? Oh my god. No, she said pull lie. You're not gonna... Okay. You're fine. Well, I mean, at least it's not LFG where people... Yeah, but... Dog, why did the shadow keep motes fall directly through the floor? What was the plan? Like, I just. Okay. Yeah. The GoS farmers swear by this. I swear, like, this is their peak in high school moment. You can pull Dark. Okay, Dark is prepped. I'm on the way. Wait, what happened? I got it. Shit. Just freeze them. Just freeze them. Bitch, you know damn well you gotta. Okay. Alright, Frosty. Alright. Pull left. Pull left. I just lost 2 motes. Hello? That's 8. What the fuck? What is this play? Okay, man. Yeah. We need 2 motes. I got you, man. We need 2 motes for like, god damn, dog. As a vexologist, I would hate to rep this fucking place. Yeah, I love GoS. It's my favorite. You're cooked. I would not engage conversation with you. Yeah, you know why? It's because they delegated them to public event raids until they were like, you know what, the Vex are pretty intelligent. We could lock in good mechanics for them. And then suddenly they became like the most painful raid ever. And yeah, it's dark. Y'all, surely I don't have to use solo. I have to solo. Okay, hold on. This is tough. No, I can't do that because if I take it off, I'm not gonna have the ammo for it. Honestly, just wait. Just wait. Submit to the radial area. All right, hold on. I'm gonna write this shit up in chat. Sorry, everybody knows what's going on. So, the format. It's gonna be and then from there, no double extend. Kill Cyclops. No slop ad clear. All right, we're locked. You were robbed? It's always funny because I always hear people say they want to do the interesting raids in this game, but then they take them somewhere like TDP or somewhere like SE, and suddenly they're like struggling to load. Pull right. All right, next sets. There you go. See, there you go. We're locked. We're locked. Stairs and enlightened. Okay, y'all. So once again, Savathun, Riven, do not pull unless it is called for a side. You, is there a turret up anywhere? $15. A second one. Can pull dark. Pull right. Right is dark. Pull dark. She heard you. She's jumping. A third time. Dark? Oh man. Okay. Here. Well, no, I can't go in because I'm enlightened. Hold on, bud. There you go. Enlightened cleared. Light is active. Victoria, whenever you're ready. This is seed 4, so it's probably going to be a light tether. Come on, big guy. What's the word? Oh. Peculiar. Damage. Weakened. The what? Why are there sacrifices here? What is this? What? Hello? 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 What's our plan here? What the Dog, like I'm trying to understand the vision. I'm trying to understand the vision. I don't. Yeah. Yeah, man. Oh, did you message me? Girl. What did you notice? Your top? Yeah. Because you're cooking. I've always known you can cook. I cook. You cook. Tighten strong together. Tighten together strong. Tighten together strong. I don't know, babe. I mean, grapple gaming. Grapple gaming. My man's just phased through the floor. What? What are we saying? Hello? Hello? Okay, yeah, no. Yeah. We love it here. We love it here. All right, pull dark. God damn, I don't understand how people are obsessed with GoS. I'll be so real. Like, oh, there was no good bet. Easy. I get the vision, but it's fine. Babe, how many did you grab? Challenge failed. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, so you only need 12. That's fine. That's not that much. Why is Tetherbox open? Because I amplified? Are you serious? Like, okay, man. Yeah. Wait, Ascension activates tether boxes? That's. Oh. Hello? Shadowkey must have been an era of no. See, you can't just grab the motes. You got to watch them hit the ground so you understand the value of what you're picking up because they're motes. Yeah. Pull dark. Has it changed? Dark is prepped. Dark. Angelic is down. Damage on King. I have Shadow Shot, it's fine. Whisper? High key, you should have just committed to the beam. We got this little ditto we like to call collections. We got this little ditto we like to call reapply the ornament. Oh. Mine already had it on it. So am I. Okay, no. You know how I feel about that. You know how I feel about that. It's the same energy as I can't do Trio Verity. I play on console. Come on. Real. Babe, I high key really want to do the dissection workshop you said, but we have to find people that are patient to do it with, because if not, you know, they'll actually lose their minds. You can pull, right? She came up with a cool idea for a Verity workshop. She didn't call yet. Holy 7 motes? What? 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 Victoria, what was the plan in here? Pull right. Damn. On which side, please? Please don't say dark. Dog, honestly, at this point, I don't even hold it against anyone. It's just the raid. It's gotta be the raid. Like it. I mean, if it... Light is already on. Thank you, babe. Wait, why did you go back in for left? Left is already active. We're chilling. We're chilling. We're chilling. We're chilling. Both are active. It's probably gonna be light. Yep. Always. Fuck no. Please do not double tether. We talked about this. I wrote it in chat. Don't fuck this up. Come on. I need my third light person. I'm taking damage. Let's go. Let's go. Right now. Right now. Thankfully, this is year 3 radial area and not year 9 radial area, because holy. I mean, honestly, if I really wanted to pull out Farmer Tech, I would just pull out the Caraxis with Reconstruction Surrounded. And was that a Vex? Babe, do you have any Vex on your side? Okay, so we're probably going to kill in this phase, so I will make announcements. Everyone, make sure you lock in the Void swap. Say Kinky, I know she's already on Void Walker. Everyone else, make sure you are on a Void base subclass. Not a Void Super on Prismatic, but a Void base subclass. If you're swapping, make sure you make your swap before damage ends. This is critical. High key, I was gonna make the meme and be like, when you say you're using vortex grenades, and you're like, on what? Controverse. Vortex, 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 vortex. I'm not one of them. I'm not one of them. I'm not one of them. I'm not bit. I'm not bit. I'm not bit. Trust, trust, trust. I swear, I'm not bit. I swear I'm not bit. If the harpy would bless me with my belongings, I could exit this side and okay, you can pull right. Right? Right? Yes. Thank you, King King. The what? Babe, what happened? Revan and Savathun, please make sure that the Cyclopses are dead. Alright, Victoria's out, I'm heading in. I love how some neurodivergent people always try to fit into like the weave with the neurotypicals, and like it, like again, I have such a Magneto philosophy that is so disgusting to me because like, what the fuck do you mean you're not autistic, but you don't like the way this gun sounds when you shoot the trigger because it's not accurate to the gun model? Dog, like, come on, come on, like, like what the fuck, pull right? She said pull left twice. It, Veer, lock in, focus. Both tethers are active. It's light. Oh no, they will. We are not using duo one phase strat. Please lock in. Dam Dams on King King. Weaken. Switch Void. Veer, I'm pretty sure your Triumph will not update until we hit mission complete. Okay, so final check. Everyone, make sure you have a Void subclass on now. Please lock in. We should not hit this winnower statue and someone goes, I forgot. Please, I beg. Your girl went invisible just for evidence. Okay. Veer, did you unlock your Triumph? Dovington. Okay, all we have left are the Triumph and the Challenge, and then we're clear. Oh. Okay. What do you mean dragged? Are you saying dragged like you don't want to do them, or are you saying dragged like you? Oh. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. You are close. You are effervescently close. Okay. Veer, just hit us up whenever you're ready for the thing. I don't even know if he's still at his console. Okay. Oh. Just hit us up whenever you're chilling. No worries. You're chilling. Just GoS. See you around. Fuck no! Oh my god! Like what? I'm actually shocked on what like got my mind more titillated. The Russian Keen, the fucking the Kina. Why are you over there? Because she just said she was running, and she said she was coming to enlighten me. I said I would take one. Your friend took one because you assigned them there. I take two. You said you're on three. We double back, but then you say, why is no one at three? But then you're at three. We die. So we all presume you're the one that wasn't at three since you said you're taking three. but now you mass reassign it because you're mad because no one was at 3, but you just said you were taking 3. Dog, what are we doing? Like, what? Can we just do 5, 10, 10, 5? No, that makes no sense. Like, dog, you're not even starting correctly. What do you mean? If we all enlighten to start the encounter, you're doing 10, 10, 10, you send person A to the relay. And then from there, you have them stay at the relay. And then you send person B back to the relay. And you see the vision, and then you loop that back. We hit final. And like, I'm sorry, but with respect to all of you, you too, King, I have never heard anyone like, again, I have never seen Verity double up, but in GoS. No. No. I've always seen, okay, I'm going in to grab 10. I got my 10. You get your 10. Okay, you get your 10. All right, we're locked in. We all grabbed. Boom, boom, boom. Damage. I've never seen. No. See, we'll go in twice and then come back out and then go back in another 2 times. Well, are we like trying to make sure no platforms get destroyed, or are we? We're not doing challenge. No, why would we do challenge? So, oh, like oh my goodness. Oh, like it's crazy too, because like I feel like Veered like is just panicking because their friends are kind of casual. So I think the fear was like, I don't want them to see my casual as friends and be like, fuck, it's chopped. But oh, I feel bad for him. Babe, I'm sorry, but it was so funny hearing you go from, yeah, I'm done to help, to, I could just see your mind's eye. Please do not let this be a 3-hour GoS. This is GoS. I play SE and I like TDP. Please do not make me do a 3-hour GoS. This is not possible. This is not because that means if it's 3 hours, every time we lose or die, it's going to be up to the dumbest of shit in the stupidest of ways. And it's just no. No, there's a way. There's a way to do this. I promise you. What did the person say? Yeah, I mean, honestly, if I'm going to be real with you, this is the fastest GoS I've ever hit. Big dog, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't think you've seen sub 10 GoS. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not much of a raider, but if it's anything of a compliment, this was like the fastest raid I've ever done. 9806. Um, yeah, no. I mean, it's civil. You want to be respectful of people's times and oh, they logged off. This is Hunter. I was not on this class. I need to swap back to Warlock so we can go back to PH. Oh wait, babe, when did you want to start rallying people for your SE? Did the GoS drain the bit of social energy that you had for the SE? Oh, it's because of the situation. Yeah. I mean, high key, if you want, what we can all just make a call. Like, I can make a group chat, add her to the thing, and then be like, can we all convene so we can have a legitimate conversation and just be the moderator? Because, like, I know that you want to say the words, but I also know that in your mind, like, you're boxing yourself right now in terms of, I want to say the words and, like, stand up for myself. I don't want to be rude because I know what it's like to lose what could potentially be your last friend. But then there's also like the new you that's like grown and is like, right, but we're not that person anymore. setting boundaries doesn't mean we have to cut you off because we understand the difference now. But then it's like if this person doesn't understand, you might be cooked. So you're concerned because you don't want the confrontation to turn into conflict. You want it to be amicable, and like it feels really confusing. So like I can help you with that, and then you can just like affirm the points that you feel are really like stick out. Yes, I see you blushing. Yes, I know you want me to get out of your head. No, I'm not getting out of your head. It's never going to happen. Sorry, I'm not sorry. Pretty ass smile, though. Especially after we won. We can go back to duo Vespers. I can tag the people you want to include in the SE. That sounds somewhat preclusive, but it's less a function if I do it. Well, on an ancillary level, it may raise a question for them, so it might be somewhat awkward, but you still have the right to communicate that you want space from them in particular. Fuck, Hope just. Hmm? Oh no, she's talking to who is it? Dutch right now. So I'm chilling. Like they're probably just hanging out and stuff. High key, I'm at the point where it's like I don't really want to do anything else. I just kind of I want to spend time with you. I won't lie to you. I'm on my I want my king. I want my king shit. I don't know. I don't know. Hey, you down for a race? I mean, I could. I just, I will not hold you. I'm at the point where I feel like we're both clingy enough to each other and we're both confident and like comfortable in our security with each other to be like, Yeah, if I'm in fire team with Keen Keen, please fuck off. I won't hold you. If I wanted people in here, it would be set to invite only. I'm about to be on my Keen Keen's in fire team. This fire team is set to close, so you cannot join. Closed. Yeah, yeah, it's that kind of vibe. um, what the hell? Discord mandates worldwide age verification from March. Starting early March, all new and existing Discord users worldwide default to teen-appropriate settings of filters on graphic content, blocked age-restricted servers, and guarded DMs. Adults will regain full access via on-device video selfies, ID uploads to secure vendors, and account activity analysis, all keeping verification private. This rollout will follow the UK and Australia pilots and a recent data breach exposing 70K IDs, sparking. Where did you find this article? Hold on. So I'm curious if this Bride of Oryx character is only there because of Noel, but they're an asshole. Like, is their entire presence just kind of connected to like they asked you and you felt bad, so they're there? High key, I feel like that kind of wore off on you, and because of that, the sublimation of how she was behaving towards you was kind of past. Yeah, I will not hold you. It took a lot out of me last night to not be like, B, can you? If I had to say it in a sentence where it's really common but kind of fucked, B is the new Ral. Just much more interpersonal and much more data and not just passively like, okay, there's got to be a limit here. I won't hold you. And I won't lie to you. I think that's why they kind of got along. I don't even really see it as you being annoyed with her. The function of being annoyed with her is just a reference of her behavior. Like, it'd be different if it was like you just hate her, so like fuck that person in particular, because that's mean. But like that's not like the case. Like, it actually is a matter of your behavior is just kind of inconsequentially created problems, and because of its stacking effect, it's gotten to a point where no one really says anything until finally everyone was like, okay, so well, I'm gonna keep it a buck 50 with you. Please stop with the puppy lost wounded animal mentality. Excuse me. I need you to kind of act like you have some common sense. In fact, I won't lie to you, and I hate to say it like this, but I've been thinking about it for the past couple of days. The more I look back on these messages in terms of the function of, where is it? Hey, this might be a little weird, but I just have a small bit of paranoia I want to address and possibly fix. I tend to get pretty clingy with friends. Feel free to set any boundaries if I am too clingy or obstructive in any way. Fix is probably not the right word, but oh, oh, I'm gonna make that group chat actually now, babe. Do you trust me to make an executive decision? Because I have the dialogue in head to like actually resolve this right now. Oh yeah, this will be easy work. Damn, our autistic comfort is hitting. We've been re-meeting Maria for the past 3 hours. You okay, babe? And sweaty, a lot of thoughts. I'm here for you. You want to hear a song that'll take you back to a good time? Baby girl. See, let this stand as the lesson. It's okay to be mad at someone that you care about because sometimes they make a dumbass choice. Doesn't mean you hate them though. But you're learning. And your feelings are flowing and evolving, and that's great. Also, baby, you played Final Fantasy X, right? You remember what this is from? It plays during the final battle against you, Yevon, and it plays against Penance, the super boss. Okay. Roker system, we're going to be right back. We're going to change calls really quick, and we'll be back when we're done. Hang on. Give us 1 second. How are you doing, Noel? That's good. Um, I don't want you to strain your voice, so if you want to type, that's fine. We have a couple of things that we want to address, though, because there are some behaviors that we need to talk about. Um, I have some questions for you. I have a couple of things of my own accord I would like you to explain. And I want to seek some clarity on some things because flashing back to the approach that you made the other day, I do think there are some things that need to be discussed and some boundaries that need to be constructed. And I think that there's some behavior that definitely needs to be reviewed in terms of accentuation. I'm going to start by putting something on the table right now. Um, Noel, I understand you're, only 19. However, emotional intelligence is a big part of how you interact with people, and it's a really critical part of how you engage other people. And part of that is extremely, extremely relevant when it comes to the things you say and do in passing. The past couple times we've all interacted, we know that you have, as you've dubbed them, chaos gremlin or chaos goblin tendencies. But some of the things that you said have kind of, not kind of, that they've outright been disrespectful and kind of hurtful. Um, from minor jabs, like pushing someone off the map for no reason when they're trying to get something organized, to pretty substantial things like keeping track of deaths and like throwing it back. While I understand it might be done from your perspective as something that's joking, and that joke from your perspective might come through the lens of I'm just trying to play around or have fun. These jokes can have a real impact, and ultimately, it doesn't really leave a lasting impression in the way that you might think it does. It also doesn't create a lot of peace where you might think it does because it leads to unrest. Um, Even putting details to the vaguity, the other day, twice actually, you kept track per capita of the amount of times Kina died using Eager Ed swords in our runs. Um, Kina does not use movement tech. I've been teaching her. I have been basically helping her relearn the entirety of D2, and I have been helping her reform her mentality on D2 as a game. And none of the comms that you had really illustrated there really showed support, and it actually did a lot of damage because it just kind of worked against the scope of the things that I had worked to help her build herself up on, from counting deaths to making the entire VC channel status, the amount of deaths, to throwing it back into her face, to making pot shots at how her execution was. It's all kind of shards, and frankly, it was rude as fuck. Um, and it's something that I wanted to address then, but I wanted to find a way to say it more amicably to you because there are a variety of other things we need to talk about. And getting that out of the way at the top of the line, I need to understand from you, like affirmatively, that that's not something that you're going to continue to do because it's not acceptable by any means. Because I'm sure that there are a lot of things you've also made mistakes on, and I would like to ask that you can express that kind of empathy towards Kina because it can be really fucking disheartening to see someone who you care very much about, who's a friend, um, kind of throw pot shots at you that would be like normal, neurotypical bully level pot shots in passing and jest because it's not jestful at all and it's not really building anybody up. It's just kind of tearing them down. Okay. So that's the one of the big things. The other big thing, put bluntly, and this is me to you, so I don't know if you may need to use your voice for this or you need some time to type. If you do, let us know. Take your time. What is this I've heard of other scaled interactions where you've talked to Kina and you have affection for her and feelings for her? Is that true, or is that something that you haven't really been able to ever clarify and coalesce. Can you give me more details on that? Because I want to hear your side of that. I don't think I do. I tend to be really clingy to people who are nicer to me, and that's probably the affection I show. I'm not sure if it's been pushing past platonic or not. Apologies if so. I did not mean for it to do, though. Are you sure? I am positive that he's seeking his family, but I don't think it's something further would be appropriate or possible. Okay. I'll match you on that and give it the function. Because with that, I will say that that kind of ties into the next topic. Um, enablement is a pretty difficult thing to discuss and go over. And Noel, I know you're only 19, so I'm sure some of these concepts unfortunately won't have the same emotional resonance as if you were older. So I do apologize about that, but try to lock it in for me as best you can for the explanation. Um, some of the behaviors practice can create an intense level of viability against itself in terms of enablement. And part of that becomes really, really difficult to attest to when you grow and change as a person. Um, some of that also falls down to behavioral traits, and a large part of those behavioral traits, which, again, when we had talked about this the other day, when you became aware that me and Keenan were in a relationship, you had sent me a message, prefacing by saying, "Hey, I just want to address some paranoia that I have that I may, potentially foresee an issue with, and if there's any concept, anything of the level of, being too clingy or anything like that. If you need to set any boundaries, please don't hesitate." And at that time, I thought you meant that in the scope of Like if you want me to act a certain way or behave a certain way or functionally operate a certain way. And when I responded to you, I said, no, you don't have to change yourself. It's fine. You're Keena's family, so you're my family too. And the logic behind that was entirely consistent of, um, put bluntly, I'm not going to make you change yourself because I feel like you're responsible enough to think about your own actions and how they may affect other people. But there have unfortunately been some situations where I don't think you have had that kind of awareness, and because of that, it's led to some pretty banal thoughts, um, some of which are difficult to express because they can create a lot of anxiety and a hell of a lot of difficulty approaching the other person when you just want to have an honest conversation with them because you don't want any conflict and you don't want that person to perceive what you're saying is bad or wrong or create an issue, etc. Um, and in the event of yourself, there are a couple of things that I'd like to address, that I wrote down. But before I address them openly, I just want to go over the table to ask, like, open table, no criticality, no conflict. Are there anything? Are there any things that you feel you may have done that fall into that category that you'd like to put out on the table right now? Or is there anything that you can think of particularly that makes you go, okay, yeah, this might have been somewhat out of turn? Okay, let's dive into that a little more. When you say you feel like you were making yourself present when you didn't have to be, is there a function of why you did that? And when I say like why you did that, like if you, because from what you're explaining now, it seems like you're able to think about that, which to me that comes off as consciously doing. So like you had awareness of. If you did have a consideration and awareness of the fact that it might come off as potentially intrusive or rude, why did you engage? And I know you might think, well, part of why I engaged is because I messaged you first and then you sent me an invite, so I thought it was okay. But even with regards to the message to me in game, from what I had gathered from my attention and asking Kina about it in review, you never messaged her or followed up with her at all. And there was no real concept of, hey, let's, like I'm trying to run something right now, or hey, like, can we do something right now? It was just more of a function of, I'm trying to get in there. And it doesn't seem like you don't understand that that might not have been the best time. So I am a bit confused on why you chose to engage that way. Okay. And I definitely understand, the back and forth between. I figured, it's a message of some kind. I was either gonna, send a message or get a message, so I thought it was okay. I'm not really sure about the semantics, so I understand what you mean. But in terms of like preface and in terms of like engagement, sometimes it's not an appropriate time to engage. And that's not to say that that time is any other time, no, but it is to say that some engagements typically have a more vulnerable moment. In the case of me and Kina is again relearning everything, emphasis everything about Destiny 2. Even the knowledge that she already has is being reformatted in ways where she's looking at it through different lenses and thinking about different things. So, like when you joined, I was trying to teach her about movement and how that works. And you assimilated that in doing that. And we had just had a conversation about how that, in terms of practice, can take some time to hone and get in on. So, seeing you do it and then spam it in front of her didn't really make her feel good. In fact, it made her feel awful because it felt like you had just come in to be like, I can do this. It's really easy. You should be able to do it too. It's not that hard. It's really, really easy. And that became really, really demoralizing. Um, it's some of the other behaviors that you have had across the past, which I can use this to kind of connect the two tangents, have led to some thoughts of this as well. And it's kind of created this atmosphere that for me to you, I don't appreciate. And it's honestly everyone in the core group, not even in a vitriolic way, but in a whether it be someone doing something or someone not saying something so that way they're enabling it happening by just being bystanders. It created a really heavy and dark atmosphere where Kina did not feel like she could really do anything else in the sandbox because nobody took the time or effort to encourage her at all. And like even in my talks with Kina to understand how she's operated, she met all of you all one way through another through some interaction involving Salvation's Edge. And I'm gonna be real with you, most of you all, when you had been met, for Salvation's Edge, you all were ass, like dog shit. But she took you from the trenches and was like, yeah, we can work through this, built you up, trained, practice things, etc. Got your money up, learn how to do the encounter, learn how to dissect, learn how Verity worked, and it was something that you all really appreciated, but that energy was never really coalesced in return to Kina. So as much as everyone appreciated doing Salvation's Edge with Kina, the same encouragement to try new things and do new things and help her and talk to her and explore with her and dive into new things and teach her and be patient with her, nobody else really seemed to have. And it trapped her in this mentality of I'm just gonna kind of do this forever because this is all I can do. This is all people expect me to do. Even things like, oh my God, you're using an eager edged sword, or oh my God, that's not, Dawn Blade with speaker sight. Like you're actually using another loadout. Those minor comments, though, in passing, sure, part of it might just be partial shock. You haven't seen it before, but the more emphasis that gets put on it and the more it gets harped on and hazed on, it starts to build this idea mentally that she's not capable of doing something, she's not able to do something. And that's been something that we've been working, me and her, very hard to break. And it's something that I have to openly voice to you and everyone by prayer. I don't appreciate that no one has really taken the time to try to encourage her because it's built extremely bad self affirmation to the point that there are certain moments where Kina does feel hopeless because she's trying to learn certain things. And it doesn't make it easier when everyone's nature is always to be joking or not serious or to always make something comical. And they don't ever really take a moment to let Kina digest it. So she's always playing catch up between two lanes. And part of why I say that to you directly is because to Kina, you are the closest person to her in terms of a friend because she had, she cherishes you like a sister, and that's something that she does hold near and dear to her. But even doing so, there's a level of interaction that comes with that put bluntly just kind of exists at the forefront. To put it in simple words, Kina needs space sometimes. Sometimes it turns into, needing peace. Sometimes it turns into needing to understand that you don't have to always respond to something. You don't always have to do something. You don't always have to be in a certain place. And there are a lot of times where Kina has felt like she could not try anything else because she's constantly around this social concept of, if I'm online, then everyone else is online, and then they're only online because I'm online. But then if I'm offline, they're offline, and it never seems like I get any time to myself. And part of what I've been working with her on is helping her learn how to build boundaries and showing her where these things lie and what that looks like, and then giving her the tools to make her own choices and her own decisions. And a boundary that she's expressed even to me is she does not feel like she really gets a lot of alone time. And when she gets to spend that alone time with the people she wants to spend it with, she doesn't feel like it really gets to be hers until it turns into, everyone wants to be around me and I'm just constantly smothered by people. Does that make sense? Okay. And with that, there are some habits that you have that, while she does understand them, some of them do start to reach the point of overstepping. Whether that be, constant persistent messages, whether that be constant, hey, can we go run this? Can we go do this? Whether that be doing something and then, you join. So now that diverts to do something else, whether that be doing something else and then it turns into a joke. And now it's a bunch of jokes stringing into a bunch of jokes. They're, from us to you, from me to you as well. Like from us to you, I'd like to see, if it's possible for you, if you can act with a little more emotional maturity and a bit more of emotional intelligence in terms of being aware of what's going on around you and thinking about how your actions might affect other people. And from me to you, if you can practice that same emotional awareness in a sense where you start to question, are some of the things I'm doing having lasting impacts on these people I care about? Because it does, and put bluntly, it's not a good atmosphere, and it starts to create a sense of concern where it feels like you've described previously, that clinginess that you have with people you care about. If you do understand you can be clingy, part of being emotionally mature is understanding how you can make the effort to not be clingy in your actions and respect that person's boundary of personal space. Because that person cares about you, they cherish you, they value you, they do care about you a lot, but that doesn't mean that it will haplessly keep growing and growing and growing until it violates that boundary of personal space, and then it feels like there's no space, so you're just always smothered on top of each other. And like at that point, that's the type of dynamic that you experience in romantic relationships. But as you all are, kin, sisters, it doesn't have the same atmosphere, and sometimes a break is nice. Does that make any sense? Do you have any questions or dialogue you'd like to contribute or anything of the sort? I understand. I really appreciate the talk and forwardness. Absolutely. And even with regards to those boundaries, I will say there's nothing like hard set now because I'm that's restrictive. I don't think that that's an appropriate path to take. But I'm saying it to you, advocating for Kina because it's something that she does still have difficulty doing. There are going to be a lot of vulnerable, tender moments where Kina is relearning something or doing something new. There are going to be a lot of moments where you're seeing her try new things that you've never seen before. She might be using damage loadouts. She might be testing new loadout swaps. She might be using movement tech. She might be asking me questions. She might be running something solo or duo. She might want space. She might not want to talk to anyone. Someday she might just want to be left the hell alone. But regardless of that, when she does, if you see something that looks out of the familiar, I just request and implore you to, whenever you do see it, take a moment to think about what you see and think about what that could mean, and maybe just preface that with a little bit of mindfulness. And if you really do need to talk or you really do need to engage, and it's something where you feel like she might be busy, but you really can't hold it or really can't wait, just try to express that in how you approach, just a simple, hey, is this a good time to follow up with you? Hey, do you have a minute? Hey, are you available? Because it's that little gesture of just showing that you're mindful and aware of the fact that that person might want some time to themselves that can really make the difference. Okay. And that's ultimately all we can really ask. But thank you so much for taking the time to sit down with us so that way we can explain this, hash out some grievances, and talk about it. With regards to the movement tech thing, like I said, it's kind of everyone by enablement sake, but you were the one who was making the call out, so I wanted to address that directly. With regards to that and the changes for everything else, I am going to just lay the law, so to say, to everyone later on because we're probably going to run this SE. I'm just going to be like, hey, um, Kina is changing. There's a lot that's growing. There's a lot of things that are differing. If you can, try to be respectful of that vulnerability. Don't make comments. Don't be an ass. You see something that you might think is out of the ordinary. Try to be considerate. Use empathy. Don't, just be that person. Okay. Because it doesn't set a good atmosphere. And ultimately, it makes it really hard for Kina to want to do things because she keeps growing, but she has to constantly battle these fears of how you all are going to see and respond and react to her instead of being confident that you all are going to firmly support her and not make jokes about it and be there because she knows that you all are really comical. And while she loves you all for it, there's a time and a place. And sometimes it's not the time nor the place, if that makes sense. Okay. Well, again, thank you so much for sitting down and chat with us. We really appreciate it. Um, we're all going to disband now. I'm going to follow up with King King. I got a couple things I need to take care of. If we do run the raid a little later on, there might be a small delay. We'll be sure to let you all know. But I hope you enjoy your food, Noel. Hope you stay safe, and we'll talk to you soon, okay? Likewise, be safe. Hello? Baby girl, can you hear me? How are you feeling? That's okay. There's probably a large variety of things right now. So it's more than okay to have multiple thoughts in multiple places. Well, hold on. You don't have to immediately. I know you might be hopping in immediately because the thought might be you want to do something with your hands in order to make sure that you're occupied. But remember, we did talk about this. It's important to take a moment to reflect on what's happened and what's going on. I screenshotted everything so you could have it for archive. She did. To read it back specifically, she said, quote, "Probably the other day when I joined you on the firing range, it was small, but I feel like I was making myself present when I didn't have to be. I don't know. I even made my own mental boundary to just let you two be until an invite or message was sent, but I just sent you a message instead. I'm not sure why I did." I think you should write these things down because I think eventually these are things that you should embrace and tell her. You don't have to say it now, but write them down so you can remember how they make you feel. And then we can talk about them and you can work through the feeling and we can take notes on it. And then when you feel you're ready, I'm sorry you're feeling this way, baby girl. Babe, do you have any qualms about how I handled it? Do you have any questions for me or about how I approached it or what? Weak and nothing burger, yeah. They felt more like a, oh, my bad, I didn't know it really mattered, and less of a, oh, that has weight to me. I don't feel good about making you feel that way. It's not just you, babe. I'm right there with you. But it was honest. Sometimes the honest thing is the thing that our mind gravitates to, even if it is not easy. because it had impact and it was done in such a way that was genuine that the real stays with you. It's hard to remember fake people, the pain that they cause, but it's easy to remember the real people because they're genuine. I'm sorry, man, but like it as someone that exists in a fourth dimensional mentality that is far beyond the scope of this physical vessel, seeing that genuine apology and then seeing you have a genuine response and then seeing some fuck ass, wow, what happened here with the cat meme? Like, that's raw levels of response. Like, I don't understand how you could do that and then post that and be like, oh, uh, damn. Like it's something Soul broke down to me, and he was like, for some people this isn't a community the way that you see it. This isn't a family. You all don't know each other. For some people this is just a random Discord server and everything goes, including random stock rhetoric. And like I just, like, it'd be the same if someone was like, yeah, my family member just died. Damn. '07. What the fuck? Why would, like, oh my god, I don't. Oh, humans are so disgusting. Oh, oh, mm, mm, mm. What do you mean? She was saying it to you as if to say, I'm not going to be in trouble, am I? Mm-hmm. Who's fronting? I think the best thing that you could do is offer solace in the form of a hug, just proximity. And I think being receptive to that would be really, really good because there's a lot of distorted emotions here, and most of them are entangled to the fact that what felt like maybe a potential innocent intrusion is starting to feel more like a, oh no, I know it's going to come off this way. I'm just setting up for it so that way it doesn't seem as violent as it was originally planned to be, which is preclusive. Thank you. Hmm. Hmm. But you wouldn't create that if there is one. You're not being dishonest. And you heard me communicated. I wasn't being dishonest. If there is one, it'll be because Noelle isn't being amicable. Because if you think about this in an extended way, and this will sound somewhat fucked, but this is quintessentially just an inverse version of the Ral situation. But instead of you messaging Ral, I messaged B. But the difference is that it wasn't separate and we combined the atmosphere for both because we were both in the same environment. I can see if I can find one if she drops. I know. It's a split decision between childish, literally, impatience incarnate, or adept in game. Why aren't we doing this hyper optimized? It'll pass. Hmm. Baby girl, this is a painful lesson that I've had to learn on my own. In this world, sometimes the effects of what you as a person do isn't returned to you because there are no one else like you. Part of even us, why it stands out to you that I am the way I am, is that I'm not, to put it in blunt terms, I'm 26. I'm not a 26-year-old mentally, though. I'm far, far older than your standard 26-year-old. Probably even your standard 30-year-old. And with the level of experience I have and knowledge that I have, probably isn't even really quantifiable in a value. Um, Despite that, there are people that will still pull the age card, still pull the age card, still pull the play card. There will be concerns. I can do things for people that I know, regardless of if I did it for them or not, I am not getting that same